Hi, this is Kevin Capel from Jet PT Billing. You know, when a practice owner gets with us, they oftentimes want to know what is one number. Just give me one number. I don't want all kinds of stuff. Give me one number that'll best tell me what's happening with our billing area. And the number that we use to best evaluate our clients is what's called a collection ratio. And this is not my origination. It's what I got from a friend of mine a long time ago. But what we do is we look at the most recent 6 weeks of collections, and we compare that number to the next most recent 6 weeks of charges. And we divide the 6 weeks of charges into the 6 weeks of collections, and that gives us a ratio. If we bill $200 and we collect $100, that collection ratio is 0.5, 50%. And so that is now given me a basis to predict my future, knowing that on average I'm collecting 50% of what I bill. Which, you know, when you think about it in the real world, that really doesn't sound very good. But from a healthcare standpoint, we know that that's the game that we're playing. And so the collection ratio is the best way to tell me how well I'm doing. Now, one thing to keep in mind about this statistic is this is not a statistic that I can compare from client A to client B. And the reason for that is if client A is billing for the same services as billing $200 and client B is billing $400 for the same services, yet they're both collecting the same $100, we're going to have a significant difference in our collection ratio. Client A is going to have a collection ratio of 50 and client B is going to have a collection ratio of 25. So there's a significant difference there, even though they're both collecting that same $100. And so the variance here is based on the fee schedule that they use to bill out. So that's why it's impossible to compare apples and oranges between clients, because we're not looking at the same thing. So please understand that when you're using collection ratio, it's specific to your practice only, because you're the only one using that fee schedule. But it does provide you a good look at what's going on with my collections relative to my charges. I hope I've answered that question for you. Certainly, if there are any other questions, visit us please at jetptbilling.com and we'll handle those for you. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.